Hello all, my name is Hitesh Thamani and welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, today I'm back with another advanced SQL problem. This problem had been asked in Airbnb, so make sure you watch the video till end to learn something new today, and please subscribe to the channel if not already done yet. So as we can see, we had been given a table of rental property searches by user, right? So let me just quickly show you the data set which we have in the form of table from Airbnb. So as we can see, we have ID, price, property type, and the amenities which that particular property provides, along with the location of the property, right? So basically, this is the huge data set which we have from Airbnb. Now, let me just tell you like what is the problem statement. So basically, we have to find out minimum, average, and maximum rental prices for each host popularity rating, right? So what do we mean by host over here, right? So the property which is listed on Airbnb, that is nothing but a host, right? So we have to find out, like based on host popularity rating, what are the minimum price, maximum price, and the average price of that particular property, right? And they had been given like categories of like host popularity rating. So let's say if like some host had been got no reviews, right? So basically that will be considered as new, right? Between 1 to 5 reviews is like rising, 6 to 15 reviews are like trending, and so on, right? So this is the definition which they have provided. Now we have to find out based on these ratings, what are the minimum, maximum, and average rental prices, right? So as we can see, basically, let me just quickly walk you through with the data set, and then probably we can deep dive into the solution of the particular problem, right? So as we can see, we have this ID column over here, right? So this is the search data, right? So basically this ID will be at a search level, or at a user level, right? So let's say if a particular user is searching more than one property, or like three properties, or like five properties, right? So basically those duplicated properties will be going to come in this particular table, right? So let's say if one property is getting searched by two different users or three different users, right? So basically that like those many number of records will be getting captured in this, right? So basically this particular ID is not at a host level, but this is the search ID, right? Apart from that, like we have all other details of that particular host, right? So since we have to basically find out average, maximum, and minimum prices at a host level, so basically we have to modify this particular data at a host level, right? So let me just quickly tell you like how we can do that in SQL. So I have already uploaded this data in SQL Workbench. I have provided the CSV file of this particular data set in the description below. You guys can also use that and then practice this by your own, right? So since we can see like this particular data set contains like all the details of host, right? Now based on this, we have to modify this data at a host level, right? So can I say if a particular property contains same price, same room type, and is listed date of that particular property is also same, and the zip code is also same, right? So basically we have price, we have host since date, like basically since when that particular property had listed on Airbnb. And apart from this, like we have zip code as well, right? So basically zip code, host since, room type, and like price, right? So all of these, can I take a combination of all of these, and then probably that could be our host ID, right? So that could be a primary key over here, on which like we will be able to define what will be the various prices, right? So let me just quickly create that particular key, right? So basically I'm using concat of price, then room type, right? Then I will use host since, uh, host since, right? And then I will use zip code as well, right? So zip code, right? So all of these will become my host ID, right? So basically, and I am giving it as alias as host ID, right? Apart from this, like I would need number of reviews as well. So I will use number of reviews, right? And apart from this, I would need price as well. Okay, so all of these will become my like parameters of host, right? Now, since I have to also check the dupe, like I have to dedupe all of these, right? So basically, I have to take number of reviews, prices at a unique host ID level, right? So for that, what I will do group by of like all of these, right? So I will do group by of 1 comma 2 comma 3, right? So let me just quickly run this and we'll show you how our query will look like. uh okay, so I think like I will use everything over here. So basically it will use this and price. Okay, so when I run this particular query, so we will be able to see like host ID, number of reviews, and price, right? So basically we got the, like this particular data set is transformed at a host ID level, right? So I will create this as a CTE, right? So I will make it as a CTE with CTE1 as, right? And I will use the CTE for further calculations, right? So basically I will use select star from CTE1, right? Let me just quickly run this query. Yeah, so we are good with this, right? Now, what we have to do, we have to basically create this particular like condition over here, right? So let me just quickly copy this. I will use this as a reference for a time being. So over here, so yeah, so basically what we have, uh, one sec, yeah. So what we have basically, we have like for 0 reviews, like its tagging is like new. Between 1 to 5 reviews, its tagging is like rising, and so on, right? So like for this, let me just quickly create a case when statement for this. So we'll use case when of what? Case when of host ID, right? So basically we have this host ID, number of reviews, and price over here, right? So based on like number of reviews, we have to basically create this tagging over here, right? So based on number of reviews, so let's say case when number of reviews equal to 0, then it's new, right? When, let me just quickly copy this. Yeah. So when number of reviews between 1 and 5, I believe. Yeah. So between 1 and 5, then it's rising, right? So basically, then it's rising. When number of reviews between, let's say, 6 and 15, right? So 6 and 15, so it's trending, right? Then for popular and hot, right? So basically for 16 to 40, it's popular, right? And let's say if something is greater than 40, right? So it's hot, right? I will use and as host popularity, right? And what I will do, I will basically, so this is my inner query, right? And what I will do, I will basically use price for this, right? So basically price for like on all of these like conditions, right? So basically I will use price on all of these conditions, and basis that I will basically see like what is my price on all of these categories, right? Let me just quickly like remove this between, because that won't appear over here, right? So let me just quickly run this query and we'll show you how it will look like. Yeah. So as we can see, we have like host popularity, and based on that, like we have pricing now, right? Now what we have to do, I, I I think like this particular problem became simple now, right? So now what we have to do, we have to basically like select maximum price, minimum price, and average price from this, right? So what I will do, I will use this as an inner query, right? And top of this, I will write select I will use host popularity. I will copy it from here, right? And based on that, I will use minimum of price as min price, right? Maximum of price as max price, and average of price as well as average price, right? So all of these I will basically take it from the below query. So I will use it as a inner query, right? I will give it as aliases as A. And what I will do, I will group it up, right? So I will use group by. Group by on what? Group by on host popularity. So group by on host popularity, right? So what I'm doing over here is this will be my inner query, right? On which like basically I have created that particular condition, right? And based on that, I am selecting host popularity, minimum price, maximum price, and average price, right? So let me just quickly run this query and we'll show you how our output will look like. So yeah, so as we can see, based on the host popularity, we got like minimum price, maximum price, and average price, right? So yeah, that's what the basically requirement of this particular problem statement. Yeah, so I hope you got to learn something new. Yeah, so that's all from my side. Thank you one and all. Have a great day ahead. Bye bye.